White boy, 7th Street. They dirty for that.
I guess being tall, I realize this, right? When streaming IRL, I feel like I'm not in the same world as the smallest. Like, if a streamer is smaller than me, they're like in each other's face when they're IRL streaming. So the cameraman is right in a little vibe, right? With me, it's like I'm so out of touch. Like, I'm not in their world, their streaming world. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I peep that, and then sometimes I can't hear people. Like I'll be so high up.
Let us short kings love. Ha 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 ha. I actually know where he means. Tom Cruise walked on a platform next to somebody in some movie to make it seem like they were even in a shot. If a frame only shows shoulders up, a 4-inch difference in height is proportionally a much larger than shown in frame with the same people from. Okay, depending upon what's in the frame, perspective from focusing on taller people, a taller person exaggerates the difference, of course.
I'm not in their world, their streaming world. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I peep that, and then sometimes I can't hear people. Like I'll be so high up, it's like, damn, I gotta bend down. Oh my god. Oh, Bambi, get out of the road, Bambi. Get the fuck out. Holy shit, bro.
Hello. Oh no, they're fighting. No, they're fighting. They're fighting.
What's the matter?
Careful. It's slippery.
It's all?
Oh no. Made it. Oh my god.
Excuse me, buddy. Buddy. Hey.
Look, he's like, oh my god. Here, baby.
I could teach you. I could get you. I could get you. Oh shit. Oh, little mama, I'm sorry.
I want to talk about something.
All right.
I guess being tall, I realize.
Not that bro had to do that though, but on some real shit. I'm trying to fuck with this camera low key. I'm gonna go ahead and display this.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Twitch streamer Everoo has accused fellow streamer Mizkif of assault, abuse, stalking, harassment, and threats of blackmail.
Today, I'm finally
And threats of blackmail.
The psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, full assault, and threats of blackmail that Ms. Kip has done towards me. And some of these
The blackmail part was funny as fuck though.
On the real, let me develop some empathy. These are serious
I might
allegations
push
of
this back a little bit.
jokes.
I am already in the process of filing a restraining order on him in both Texas and California. And I also wanted to say that I would not be surprised if he tries to sue me for the stream that I did today and put something out about him.
Oh.
Because it gets quite a bit worse. The accusations keep piling on.
Do they though? Do they really?
Plastic balls and liquid in it, not like glass bottles at me.
Did she say plastic balls?
I didn't like it, and it's I've reached it easily.
No, she said plastic bottles.
He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye. But he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident, and I was like, oh yeah.
When the random e-celeb you dislike for just being dumb and annoying and unfunny is finally outed for a legitimate reason and dislike them.
We were just getting through.
E-celeb? Is that bro? Like who the fucking like bro? Nobody's using the word e-celeb, bro. Nobody's using the word e-celeb. Oh god.
He invited this guy to his video, not me, and I was like, oh well, you know, like, huh, yeah, I guess so. Which led to him 150 miles per hour in the car and talking about himself doing it.
Honestly, valid crap.
I feel like itchy as fuck, bro.
So apparently Mizkif and Everoo were dating back in the day, and even Mizkif's ex-boyfriend, Tectone, came out with a statement. I really don't care that people know
I didn't know that they knew each other. Actually, I don't know anything about Tectone. That's the funny thing is like I don't actually know anything about that guy.
Like I'd be trying to sleep and he would scream at me and say that it was all my fault that he felt insecure. There was a time that I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his phone at the dresser and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better.
He was insecure.
And mine was doing better. It's because you have a vagina. Like people, like guys are not trying to see a fucking. Like I'm sorry, man. Mizkif is not interesting enough for people to sit there and watch like long form, like pieces of content, while he's not actively interacting with something that they're saying to help engage them in the content. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's really funny that he was actually like that. What made him like that? Well, I guess it was being second tier to guys like Ice Poseidon. Like, he always wanted to get on. So he's always had that chip on his shoulder. I kind of feel like he's always had the chip on his shoulder because people pretty much like got to him in like in a situation where like, oh man, bro, you're just another Andy of the stream. You're never gonna be anything. You're never gonna be this. You're never gonna be that. But then he ended up carving out a niche. But I would have felt like, yeah. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. I got some right now. And I forgot a fork. God damn it! You streaming? You looking? You know the main Tier 4. Yo, see that? My bad. I just turned off the camera and shit. Test stream, just testing the audio and the DCing and all that other shit. Man, I see, man, you see White Boy 7th Street back on Black Ops 1? White Boy 7th Street! Yeah! Damn, where Marka J at? Marka J! He gotta come back. I think he at least show up. Like, even if he don't come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just stop by and just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You living life? You got himself a
and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being punched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I like
Wait a minute.
Like hugging me.
Well, it's great because her viewership was higher than his, and he would force her to do these things. All right, we can't be doing this. This is crazy. This part is hard to listen to, so no music here.
He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him.
Weren't you just in a relationship with him,
This
though?
was happening. We hadn't talked in quite a while.
That's sort of a weird thing to
I'm
say.
usually very uncomfortable with being
She's
with
like-
people that I'm not
well-
in a relationship with.
Hold on.
But I let him hold me when I was crying, and he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then
Those
suddenly,
chicken bites are good.
he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants, and I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go."
The
Response.
last thing I remember from Miskit is him trying to blackmail from FaZe didn't want to collab with him. Even though Ice Poseidon's cameraman here is in hot water, I think he can swim.
In this case, you act like your audience not full of weirdos too. Didn't you get caught doing some crazy shit, bro?
Eden was truly ahead of his time. Anyway, the DM's deleted for Asmongold's already in on this.
Yo, it's me. It's your boy Asmongold. It's your boy Asmongold.
Sorry, not a day has gone by in these last 4 months where your final words to me. Don't go haven't echoed in my heart. Not the chat GPT F dash no. Anyway, Miskit himself actually responded. He was just waiting for Asmongold to get off stream so he could get the most viewers.
I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and has ruined my life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize realize that I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true of a lot of
That's a very human realization. See, that's the one thing I can appreciate about. I was gonna say Asmongold in this situation. That's the one thing I can appreciate about Mizkif in this situation is he's like, I'm never happy when I see somebody doing the same thing as me, and they're outperforming me. My bad. That's a very human response. I can appreciate that. I just don't understand why people like to shit like, and it's like it's not that it's not the fact that he doesn't like it that's the issue, which is the thing that I find funny is that it's the fact of the matter that you respond to it with vitriol, and then you start lashing out because people are outperforming you. And instead of getting better, you just sit there seething and sort of comparing yourself to everybody and lamenting. And it's like, you're already in the top percentile. You weren't the top. You must feel really shitty because you're not the top streamer, period. So he must be seething all the time. Like, heaven forbid there be like another white guy in the space with an Asian girlfriend that cosplays that's doing better than him. Oh my God. I mean, he probably would have ripped Emiru's fucking hair out. Ah! And then just lost his fucking mind. You whore! I'm gonna build an empire off of this body. Shout out to Amaranth's boyfriend, her husband. What a real nigga. I built an empire. Yeah, not an empire. What do you say? Right, what? Like, that has to be the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Appreciate the like on the stream, brother. Shout out to that one solo guy, 5795. 95 till infinity time. King68 noticed how being tall is a disadvantage for IRL streaming. I think he's right in this case. It's for sure a disadvantage in IRL streaming. However, it's not a disadvantage in life. Case and not play. Bringing a step stool is hilarious. Dang. Their little vibe though. Dang. Let us short kings love. Ha ha ha. I actually know what he means. Tom Cruise walked on a platform next to somebody in some movie to make it seem like they were even in the shot. If a frame only shows shoulders up, a 4-inch difference in height is proportionally much larger than shown in the frame with the same people from the feet up. Yes, I mean, shit, man. I mean, it's a disadvantage. So I guess he's saying this. So, shout out to the dude, Ian Cosnow, whatever the fuck. Basically, what he's saying is, depending on the frame, it exaggerates the difference. So when you have to shift POVs from one person to another, it's when they're shifting up, especially because like the lens or the dynamic of the camera, it's gonna shift up, and he's gonna look. It's gonna exaggerate the differential in their height, and that makes sense. That for sure makes sense. Oh, this was crazy. AB stops Dean's coach mid-instruction. Noticing Dean was fighting like a scrub before throwing a shot at his coach for being inexperienced. Bang bang. That nigga with that. So AB is a totally different person when he trains. Wise, understanding, intelligent. It's because he's getting to the work, man. That's why. It's because of the discipline. It's because he's locked into the discipline. That's why. And he got away from discipline as a man. And it destroyed his life.
Alright guys, emergency episode. I had to come to New York to talk to the most hated guy on the internet right now.
Just so like that. And the most love speech around the world is all love. I've been IRL streaming every day, showing people that although Twitter might show their narrative, it's all love on both sides.
What other platform are you on?
I'm on YouTube. Been back.
You're back on YouTube?
Yeah, I got reinstated. I just uploaded my elections today on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been back on YouTube since October 25. After 3 years banned, reinstated. That's all love, man. Outside of that.
I don't know if it's all love.
You should IRL stream and see if you're more hated than me. If I'm the most hated guy, do an IRL stream in New York City and then see how people
Hated because
Can you hear the video? So apparently, this is the unedited cut of Sneeko speaking to. Oh, I guess it's I guess you're right. I guess it's not.
I don't know anything. You know, I say this respectfully. I don't think like anyone.
Well, you can't actually hear that.
I don't think.
I'm trying to figure out what that is. Is it this? No. Hold on. Wait.
the richest man in the world, apparently trillionaire.
I don't think he threatened to. I think he agreed that he should be deported, right?
Yeah, this is
What?
all in my head. And
Did that just disappear?
influencers like Laura Loomer,
Well,
Jay
they
Saul.
clearly didn't pay fucking Elon Musk, right?
That means the most rich man in the world is clearly paid off.
So
So
that's-
he's gone so. No, I mean to act like
We
they.
agree that was his opinion.
There we go, boys. Oh, my bad.
But it's obviously trying to put a target on me
And why did he agree that you should be deported?
because his job is to incite a race war. Because they want to misdirect from the Iran war conversation and they want to get people to be fighting each other. So
Yeah, they want people to be invested
So
in
what
this.
did he have a reaction to?
They've been wanting to have a reason to demonize me for a long time.
I'm
So
talking specifically from Elon.
I was
What?
explaining.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, inshallah, the world's going to be Muslim.
And you said New York as a whole, right?
I said, this is Mamdani's New York.
Yeah, but didn't you say everyone in New York needs to be Muslim?
Needs? I didn't say that, no.
Okay.
I said,
Can
inshallah.
you recite the exact quote? Because I don't want to.
I said, inshallah, the whole world's Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan.
Okay.
Inshallah, your city just
So
looks like
basically,
this
you want
too.
everyone in New York to just be Muslim.
Inshallah, God willing. I want people to have the truth. I want people to have goodness. I want them to go to heaven. So, it's just like
Don't
the
you
Christians
think
say,
that's a bad, like,
no.
you don't think that based off of American values, diversity here, that you should be whatever.
Yeah, we have
religion
freedom
you
of
wanna
speech,
be?
freedom of religion. When an African trillionaire migrant is calling for my deportation, I think that's against American values. I'm exercising my First Amendment rights to free speech, freedom of religion. The founding fathers specified this is not a Christian country. John Adams in the Treaty of Tripoli in 1797 said, word for word, it's not a Christian country. We can practice our religions. And I believe, just like the Christians believe, that every...
You're saying that
I'm
shouldn't
responding.
exist.
Yeah, we know that's bullshit. We know that it isn't indicative of the country to be Christian, or at least it's going to pseudo align with like Christianity. So, like it you know what I'm saying. Although we know that these people are atheists, still though, optics wise, it's definitely a Christian nation, and it doesn't do good for your alignment. Especially in, you know what I'm saying, in your political disposition to like associate yourself directly with being like Muslim. It doesn't do good. I think obviously, you know, the way Mamdani campaigned definitely got him a foothold. Basically, you know what I'm saying, everybody was like for Israel, so nobody really wanted any of those other schmucks in there. So you know, kudos to Mamdani for that, but you know, there's a lot of other things about his campaign and disposition that people probably mostly would disagree with, especially considering that he is Muslim, or his heritage. Let me put it in those terms.
That I believe in America.
And then I think that he said that this is Mamdani's
deportation. I
Wait,
think that's
New
against
York?
American value. Willing. Mamdani's New York. This is
This is Mamdani's New York. Yeah, Islamic. Yeah.
Inshallah, the whole world's Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan.
Okay.
This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. And it's like, obviously he's being facetious and he's just trying to get people's goat. But it's just like, I mean, come on, man. Like, people, obviously he knew that they were going to levy that as an attack against him because of the things that have been going on that are consistent to the agent Nick Fuentes. Like, and I don't understand why people don't like get that Nick has to be Nick is for sure a turncoat, because after he had the situation, because they had already reinstated him, because I think from 18 to 28 he was disbarred from using credit cards or like having a bank. And it's like, and that's it substantially to an individual, to a young man, especially a young white presenting man in America. And that says a lot about like the current regime that we're in. Like, come on, like, and I don't like that people are extremely disingenuous to that position. Like, I don't necessarily like Nick Fuentes, but I can at least be honest in the simple fact that they completely disbarred him and they isolated him, and they tried to and they blackballed him, and he was blacklisted and canceled for 10 years. And it wasn't until they probably came to him and said, hey, look, we'll go ahead and reinstate you as long as you cut the chatter about what's going on with all these other with us. And I think that's what he did for the most part. And that's why he's been very careful since the incident that happened in the club, the Heil Hitler bullshit with a fucking song or whatever. If anybody, for people that don't even know that, but it's like, I mean, it makes sense to me. Like, it makes sense to me that he's not the same anymore. He's controlled opposition. Clearly, he's controlled opposition. Like, if they this is what I don't get is that they reinstated. You remember when they said they reinstated his? Did you know that? Did you know that they did that? So they said that he came out publicly to say that, and I was just like, oh, okay, then. So he must have took a deal, because you don't just get reinstated for no reason. Yeah, Nick got pressed by the juice, man. But was the juice worth the squeeze? And apparently, yes. And and then he had been having friction with Sneeko, because Sneeko, you know what I'm saying, he was probably going to gear up Sneeko and his constituents to try and continue this truth crusade and to try and tread more lightly for the most part, even if he was still working as an agent. But the fact of the matter is that Sneeko was just way too pressed about like his situation with his internet celebrity, and it's just like. It's just like to no surprise, like they had a falling out, but it's like, but that should have been obvious to Sneeko in the long run. Like, everybody that you associate yourself with has an extremist view. They have, like their views are very polarizing, and like, and the only reason that you guys are in those situations is because if you look at everybody individually. Let's see, when they were together, I think Andrew Tate, I think it was Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, Sneeko, and Clavicular. It's every single one of those people has an extremely polarizing view on American society, like humanity and culture as a whole. And it's like their biggest issues are the fact that they have a lack of identity. They don't belong anywhere. Clavicular doesn't belong in mainstream. He doesn't belong in like pop culture. He's not neurotypical. That's one of the things that disbars him from being able to connect and socialize with regular people. And that's why he has to do coke and do all those things to get on stream and entertain and be funny and be relatable and things of that nature. Even though the things that he says when he's not, when he's coherent or based, it's like, what good is that if every single time you have to be like, you have to put yourself in a position of opposition to like, what I'm saying, popular culture and mainstream authority. It's like, That's why Sneeko thinks they belong together. Absolutely, right. And that's what. But they have a sense of camaraderie because none of them belong to a specific group or ideal, and they all are free thinkers, so to speak, right? And in that is also an issue because it's like you guys can't all be free thinkers and have all this individualistic ideologue in these dialogues, because inherently, eventually, when it comes to how to proceed forward and what is the ultimate choice, because you could hear it in Andrew Tate's diatribe all the time about how everything is controlled opposition and you simply need to align yourself with the people who maintain a foothold and authority on a large scale. And it's like, okay, cool, sure, like, but who's really got the money and influence and connections to really be lock arms with those people? And it's like, and that's an extremely dangerous thing to do because one wrong move and then they could throw you out. But I guess Andrew Tate had enough money, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like all these guys are characters though, and they can't really grasp any real power. So yeah, align with the Matrix. Yeah, that's what he would say all the time. The Matrix. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for thank you for that. And it's like, okay, Matrix bullshit, whatever the fuck. Who cares? Like he's talking about the Matrix. Then Nick Fuentes is talking about like a reality that civilization and civility and what is it, like the developed societies wouldn't exist without white folks. And it's like technically they would. You can argue that they wouldn't be as advanced, or they wouldn't be as humane, or they wouldn't be as this, or they wouldn't be as that, but we don't know that because I mean, for like really the whole of like recent history within like the last 2,000 years specifically. Oh my God, excuse me, guys, excuse me. White European Caucasoid, you know what I'm saying? People from the tribe of Jacob, Neanderthal, those people are not Jake. Well, I was gonna say the tribe of Esau. Yeah, I think that's it. But whites have conquered other societies, other groups, other civilizations, to their entirety, and made them conform and reconstructed those places. And it's like, we don't know what those places would be today. Maybe the culture would be slow. Maybe we could certainly say like the advancement in technology and medicine, or the things that because one thing that white people know how to do is take something and technically make it better, or put a spin on it to make things accelerate. And white people know how to make things accelerate. That's something that you have to appreciate about whites. But apparently just nobody can appreciate that, because it's like, oh, there, and it's like, bro, like we're too far into the game, for us to still be stuck up on how we feel about this and that. Like, what I'm saying? Look at, like, if we just looked at, shout out to the Jews, man. Shout out to Jewish people. Jewish people know what the fuck to do. Jewish people are on code. Jewish people are always on code. Jewish people are always on code. Israeli people are always on code. They're always on code. Always, 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 always. They always know what to do. They follow that, or what is it? Not the Torah. They follow the what the fuck is it? What is their book? The Talmud. They follow the Talmud to a T. You know what I'm saying? They follow their tenets. They follow their laws. And they execute them with vicious precision. You can't get mad at them. Like, get like them. Just get like them. Study them and become like them.
So, just like the Christians say...
Don't you think that's a bad, like...
No.
You don't think that based off of American values, diversity here, that it should be whatever...
Yeah, we have freedom of speech, freedom of religion. When an African trillionaire migrant is calling for my deportation, I think that's against American values. I'm exercising my First Amendment rights to free speech, freedom of religion.
Yeah, especially against an American citizen.
Specified this is not a Christian.
But Sneeko, it's because you're not white. They wouldn't be calling for your deportation if you were white. And see, this is the thing that we're always talking about. Sneeko, you found yourself in a hot seat because you got popular because you aligned yourself, or one of the reasons that propelled you, especially past 2022, into like this, or was the red pill and the alignment, with like sort of like this white ideologue that goes against, particularly that poised you against African American culture, which is, what I'm saying, we could talk about that, but it's like, what I'm saying, you positioned yourself next to those people. You made yourself adjacent to those people because of your ideologue and your participation, and it's like that shouldn't be a surprise to it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, especially not him.
Country.
It's kind of crazy.
John Adams in the Treaty of Tripoli in 1797 said, word for word, it's not a Christian country. We can practice our religions. And I believe, just like the Christians believe, that every...
You're saying that
I'm
shouldn't
responding.
exist.
I said, no. I'm saying that I believe in American values. But inshallah, God willing, people have the truth. Islam is the truth. And just like Christians believe they have the truth, they say every knee will bow, every tongue confess.
Yeah.
It's the same exact rhetoric. Do people go insane and say that these are terrorists trying to conquer? No. It's because Islam is the most demonized ideology. It's because it justifies all the wars. It's because this is how they get Americans to support Iran war that destroys the economy and raises up the oil prices.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, look, man, we're like, people are Christian in spirit, not in practice. We know that's what it is, and he needs to stop acting obtuse to that reality. I hate that he does that. It's very uncouth. It doesn't look good.
Based off of that quote, also, I guess in a sense you're kind of representing Mamdani as well.
What is he drinking? What the fuck is that?
Do you have an opinion? Because I feel like he talks pretty openly about accepting all religions, and as the
Yeah, I accept all religions too.
But you believe in only one, right?
What?
Yeah, everybody who's
But you
religious.
believe only one should exist?
No.
Everybody,
God
what?
believes
That's
in
crazy.
the truth, but I don't want to force anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
And the Quran says Allah doesn't want you to force people to become Muslim.
Well,
it doesn't spread by the sword.
I'm just trying to understand why Elon Musk, your old friend Nick Fuentes,
Because they're paid by
Alex
Mossad.
Jones, Robert O'Neill.
Yeah, the guy who...
See, the thing that I don't like about Sneeko, the only thing that I really don't like about Sneeko in this particular instance is the fact that Sneeko knows that the opposition is looking for any place, any chink in the armor, in order to just, to send a full scale attack on him, and he opens it up by speaking satirically, in the vein of how the media, or how popular podcasters or political commentators try to pose Islamic faith or Islam or Muslims to be, and what they think. And then he played into that, and now he, he wants to go and do this press run when it's like, this is exactly what I was talking about with the thing that where black people get online and they talk about the things that happen with the situation with Austin Metcalf, and I keep forgetting the other kid's name. I always forget the other kid's name. No, not Carmelo Anthony. I'm talking about when they're talking about attacking white people in these cases, like in lieu of these cases, and then they try to rationalize, taking other people, even though on the flip side of things, when it happens to us, we're all sorry and hurt, and we're humans, and we're all this other shit, and people don't recognize our humanity. And it's like, the last thing that anybody should ever do is get behind the fact that if we all recognize our humanity in these situations, you should never use that as an opportunity or anything like these cases to attack people because of their disposition, especially racially, because of their disposition. Even if you think that those people are racist, or even if you think that those people are bigoted or you know what I'm saying, they're biased. It's like, especially if they're biased, like, you never feed into that energy. Because that you know what I'm saying, because the difference between white people and black people is white people, something will happen and white people will be ready to actually do some shit about it. Black people just talk shit. They don't do anything. It's real easy and they don't have to get their hands dirty. That's what I know. Unless it's a bunch of niggas, that's different. But other than that, everybody's always just talking. It's just a bunch of woofing. People are not really going to do anything. It's all bullshit.
Bro, okay. Osama bin Laden.
How's that guy not?
He said Osama bin
Because he
Laden.
was bragging on Twitter saying at 2 a.m. these people sound different. He's bragging about killing people in their sleep. This guy supposedly killed Osama bin Laden, right? Not a good guy. I'm not endorsing him.
Pretty sure that's confirmed,
I'm responding to what you're saying. It's confirmed. Where are the photos? Did you see it? They dumped
I
Osama.
don't think they would. You're surprised they didn't post photos of him dead on the ground?
They dumped his body in the ocean. Can you believe that? The most wanted criminal the past 100 years since Adolf Hitler.
What is his name when you die?
Okay, that's a whole separate conversation. Why would you dump this criminal in the ocean? Why would you not do an autopsy? Why are you just going to just get rid of his body when you've been looking for him and this is the most hated man in America for decades?
Well, I think
No evidence of his body?
I'm pretty sure Al-Qaeda actually confirmed that it was him as well.
Okay, well, I mean, these terrorist groups like ISIS, Al-Qaeda, it's confirmed now that they're also infiltrated by the CIA. Groups like ISIS, for example, they attacked so many Middle Eastern countries, and if they're extremist Muslim terrorists, then why did they never hit Israel? Okay, if they hate Jews so much, they say these Islamic extremists hate Jews.
Well, we know it's all
They attack
we know it's all
nations
bullshit,
except for
so
one,
you can stop right
Israel.
there.
And now, even publicly, Trump will brag about how serious.
Israel has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Yes, but I'm saying Trump right now is going to brag about how he has a regime in control in Syria. Groups like ISIS, now confirmed publicly, are pretty much straight up CIA. So if you're going to say Al-Qaeda confirmed this, well, okay, who in Al-Qaeda confirmed this? Where is the photos of the body? You can't blindly believe everything that they tell you, especially when they use propaganda.
Well, I agree. Let
me finish my sentence.
That includes you. You can't believe everything that you say. So
I don't. I'm giving you evidence for why I believe what I believe.
Okay.
They use these lies to justify wars and to get Americans to support these endless wars that don't accomplish anything. Iraq War, for example, what was the pretext? Weapons of mass destruction.
Yep.
1 million innocent Iraqis dead. Did they find any?
No.
No, there were no weapons of mass destruction. How long did this war take? It took 3 weeks initially, but the invasion stayed for almost a decade. There were troops stationed in there up until almost Joe Biden.
Sure, but we can talk about that stuff, like the whole pod. That's irrelevant to what we're talking about right now.
No, it's not.
What? How is that irrelevant? Is he
I
stupid?
want to ask you this because a lot of
Holy
people are starting to say
fuck.
this. They call for your deportation. Go to the Middle East. Is what
An
they're
African
saying.
migrant is calling for my deportation. I was
Not
born in
only
this
him.
city.
Not only him.
I was born. Where am I going to be deported to? Stop.
But not only him. No, but there's. I don't even think that. Okay, deporting whatever.
Where am I going to
They're
deport
saying,
me? Where?
They're saying go to live in the Middle East.
Okay, that would be immigrating.
Right.
So deporting is already just a false pretense.
Okay, but you get what they mean by that.
No, I don't. They don't make any sense. I just debated Alex Jones about this, and he said, "Oh, this is rhetorical." You know why they say it is because they want to deport Muslims. They want to end Islam. Laura Loomer is saying she wants to ban Islam.
I don't think.
To end Sharia law. Muslims make up 1.3% of the American population. The immigration is only 8% Muslim. You know where it's really coming from? India, China, and the southern Mexican border.
Right.
Mexico is predominantly Christian. Do they say there's a Christian invasion coming in from Mexico? No. When the cartel comes in and smuggles fentanyl, do they call them Christian gangs? No.
I think that.
That's because those people don't adopt Christianity.
You say that. That's not an American value.
Yes, it is. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
And yeah, well, you're
Christianity
going
is already widespread and it's trash.
Well, you're going against freedom of religion.
No, I'm not.
Like,
I'm exercising my right to practice my religion, and I want.
That's because nobody
But
from
you
another
basically
country is
said
going to
like
adopt
that
Christianity
everyone will be,
when they come over with their
everyone will be
culture,
Muslim.
or they're there, or Americans go there and
Hey, listen.
Every knee will bow, every tongue confess.
they're not going to lose their culture because of these people in the modern day. That's
It
stupid.
just comes off and seems like you honestly you hate America.
Oh yeah.
That's
Because
what
and
it
this is
seems
exactly
like,
why.
because-
See, when Christians say the
Damn,
exact same
fucked
thing I
it.
say, no one says you hate America. It's because Islam is synonymous with anti-American, and people don't even know why. They say that this is not American, but they can't even define American values. What are they? What are American values?
Like you're asking me?
Yeah.
I think just the basics.
Like what?
Freedom, entrepreneurship, a family, kids.
American
What does Islam
values?
have against that?
I think it's very different.
Entrepreneurship, kids, and a family.
Well, I just
Entrepreneurship is American values.
Whatever you want.
Oh, Steiny's such a fucking idiot.
Freedom of religion, freedom of speech.
Holy
Like
shit,
everything.
people are so fucking
There's
stupid.
way more- would you agree that there's
I love
way
it, bro.
more
I really do.
censorship or way more laws that you have to abide by in Muslim countries
Really? Well, they just call for my deportation in America with freedom.
because they believe that you do not support.
Oh,
it.
nice, dude.
But what
So
happened,
why would you
what
want to
happened
be in a
to free
place?
speech?
Oh, I'm a nigga.
Listen,
No.
you can do whatever you want, and so can Elon, so can.
Apparently not. If the richest man in the world is connected to Trump wants me to be deported
Well,
for it.
freedom of speech, you can say you can be deported. That doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Right,
But
freedom
can
of
you say
speech.
that?
How do you know?
Legally say
No, it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna get fucking
citizen
deported.
without
Obviously
being
not.
deported to another country.
They haven't deported Hassan yet.
It just seems like
Hassan isn't even a.
very anti-American.
I don't think. I don't even think he's a citizen. It's so weird sleeping on the bed with Mallory's picture right there.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, in Islam, it said Allah says in the Quran, "O people of the book." He speaks to the Jews and to the Christians. Islam allows for people to.
Oui.
other
Yes.
No one
Yes, nigga.
force anybody to be anything.
So with that being said, do you accept like the beliefs and the values that Christians have, that Jews have?
Do I accept the belief that
Like, do you agree that they have the right?
The
to believe what
fuck?
they
Look
want
at his
to believe
fucking
in,
face,
what
bro.
they're- The whatever.
Yeah, duh.
Okay.
Like American values, freedom of speech. Your description was entrepreneurship and family. I think American values could be described as liberty,
And I don't see it
freedom.
for both men and women.
Bruh. Oh, this the blackest Nico I ever seen, bruh.
It's pushed here, and you don't see that.
Well,
anywhere
not
else.
diversity until it's Islam, right?
The
Diversity
fuck?
in every-
I don't
Fuck we got going on here, gang?
Like I don't know why.
You just
like,
said Islam is anti-American.
no, I did not say that. I said you are anti-American.
He said you are airtight.
Because
Damn,
I
he.
agree that
This is what I'm.
people have the right to do whatever they want to do, believe in whatever they want
Do
to
whatever
believe.
they wanna do.
I think that you try and push an
No,
agenda.
you can't do whatever you want to
Dude,
do.
there's a video of you at a rally saying this is New York. I don't want to misquote you, but you said basically
Islamic
every,
Republic.
You don't want to misquote him, but you.
I didn't say that. I didn't say everyone should.
I love this dude. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, it is. He's the mayor.
But do you think that you make a because
This
your-
is Trump's America.
your
It's not New
content,
York.
I've seen you wear a America First hat. I've
Look
seen
like
you
a
wear
fucking
Trump
ninja,
hat.
bro.
Mhm.
The fuck is this?
Now you are a very, we'll call it devoted Muslim.
I'm not perfect.
You're not perfect.
I still
but
want
like,
to put
I think,
America first.
I think
And when I want to put on the Trump hat, it was because he said no new wars. And I debated Rabbi Shmuley that night, and then people came up to me, they were upset. I said, America first cannot happen until we separate from Israel. And they said I was anti-Semitic. They started getting really upset. Rabbi Shmuley started chipping
Yeah,
in.
who are you to say that,
So, I'm
Sneeko?
just saying no new wars.
You better watch your mouth about our overlords, Israel, bro.
So in order for this to be correct,
Shiesty Sneeko?
separate from Israel.
Shiesty Nico,
Separate
yeah.
the hat. That's why
Fuck
I say
you,
America
man.
first. America first means no more foreign wars, these endless wars. It's consistent with my entire ideology.
Right.
I don't think we should be sending millions and billions of dollars to Iran. The military-industrial complex takes up 70% of our budget. We're now $39 trillion in debt. Nobody can describe why we're doing this war. Trump has declared victory like 50 times.
Yeah, he has.
Breaking the peace deal. They're bombing again. Just yesterday, they resumed it. So
Why would you believe Donald Trump when he said no more wars?
that's what America first is no more endless wars
That's
that
so
don't
funny,
benefit
bro.
anybody but
What,
Israelis.
so what do you think?
Why would you think that there would be no more wars when he
you
says
say this
it?
is Mamdani's New
That
York,
makes no
you are-
sense.
I'd say, would you consider yourself now like
Yes.
a Muslim influencer?
I'm a
Or
Muslim.
we'll say religious influencer?
I'm a content creator.
Okay, but do you think
I'm a
that-
content creator.
You're a Jewish influencer, are you not?
No, I mean I don't talk about religion like ever.
You are.
What?
Well, only with you because I'm very interested. in
Wait,
your-
wait, did he just say he's not a Jewish influencer?
I happen to be a Muslim and I make content.
Every single thing.
He doesn't. I don't talk about
Every
religion.
single stream that you do, you're very focused.
You're a Jewish. That doesn't. So you not talking about religion doesn't makes you not a Jewish influencer.
Is that fair to say?
Okay.
I have beliefs.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, when you talked about the Mamdani and this being his New York, being stoked, all that.
It is his New York. He's the mayor. Just like it's Trump's America.
I get that, but do you think that being in the situation you are,
You
that
sound triggered.
huh? I'm not triggered. I'm just really trying to figure this out.
You sound triggered.
You're a good representation.
I like how you said that. You sound triggered.
of a like
Huh, Steiny.
Muslim.
You sound fucking triggered, buddy.
I try the best.
Might want to quit.
You try.
You sound triggered now, bitch.
Because I feel like
Are
sometimes
you the
like
best representation of a Jew?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
But when
We strive to be the best we can be.
we do, but you take it very serious, and it's like you'll do these clips of you like eating pork, like, oh, I accidentally ate pork, and it goes viral and all this stuff. But it's like you know better than that. So it's almost like you're making a mockery.
This is what
like,
this podcast is about. Like I
no,
accidentally
I'm really just trying to figure out how real and how serious.
I accidentally ordered.
So Sneeko is so bro. There's no way. Didn't he have a falling out with Steiny on camera?
I didn't do it for the clip. I ordered. Okay, I stream about 8 hours a day. I don't have time to cook.
No, he didn't. He literally got him on this to attack him.
Are you pulling up the clip? Go ahead.
No, I'm not pulling it up.
Okay. So what, were you looking at your phone, or you're gonna talk to me?
I'm talking to you. I just wanted to see one more thing and make sure I was right about that. Okay, go ahead.
I already answered the question.
Go ahead.
I already answered the rib question.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
spit it
so
out.
that wasn't that important. That wasn't that
That's
important.
not clip farming. I stream for 8 hours every day.
I was just saying if you think you make a good representation of like.
Because I accidentally ate pork 7 months ago.
Not only that, I mean, historically, I think people can change, but I think that you change. I think you're, personally, and I see a lot of people saying this, I think you have, like, identity issues.
I mean, you're saying that you know
Just
American
because
values.
you switch up. Okay, what would you say American values are?
Well, definitely not platforming Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't think that that's American values to have a
Fox
foreign
News does
leader.
it all the time.
Yeah, I know that's not American at all. I think platforming a foreign leader to spread his propaganda is not American and is allowing foreign influence to come in our country. I think that's far more un-American than saying it's Mamdani's.
Ooh. Oh shit.
For what?
I just feel like New York City should, any religion, everybody should be able
I
to
agree.
believe in whatever. I just
I'm
don't
telling
think-
you, I
think
agree
this
with
is
that.
like your apology and like you're realizing in the moment.
What do you think I'm apologizing for?
Okay, we gotta pull up the. I want to see the.
We got fake shiesty on, bro.
I think it was posted by Autistic Clips. Is that right?
It's been posted by many people. Fox News, Elon Musk, Alex Jones.
All right, we gonna try and hit a lick real quick.
No, this is.
We'll try and hit a lick real quick. We're gonna hit an assassination.
Shit. I want to find the exact thing. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, brother.
I hope the silences are cut out. I like the awkward moments.
How can I not find this clip?
Editors,
So
keep all this in. Don't cut out the dead air when he's looking up clips on his
I
phone.
can't believe you went at fucking Robert W.
Near Carson St. Algonquin, Dukes Expressway. Where is
Someone
that?
responded like, yo, you're a fucking pussy. There it is.
All right, so let's see where this. Okay, so this is over here.
Islam will be in every household.
Inshallah.
Yeah, yeah. Clearly, he didn't mean that. See.
So what do you think when like... I'm assuming you lost a lot of relationships because of this. Like your other old buddy, Aiden Ross, came out.
No, in the clip he said agrees. You have kind of the same trigger reaction to that. Like, they're like, oh my god, and feel threatened. It's kind of why I did it. Is because
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm cutting you off because it's not that we feel
you asked a
threatened.
question coming off.
But we don't feel threatened. It's almost like, what the hell is this guy doing now?
You do feel threatened. That's why this sit down, this podcast is like, hey, let's go talk about this. It's like I'm getting the call right now. It's like a therapy session.
But I don't think...
Dude, no, look, the double standard is that Christians say the exact same thing that I'm saying, but people have a bias towards Muslims from years of propaganda where they think terrorists as soon as you say anything Islamic. Christians say every knee will bow, every tongue confess. Ye is a good friend of mine. He has a song on Jesus is King. Every knee will bow, every tongue
I don't think he's a good friend of yours.
Huh?
I don't think he's a good friend of yours. No way he's a
Yeah, I mean, but the problem is this: you're too stuck up trying to call out the hypocrisy and everything, so people can come to a realization, instead of speaking truth to power and speaking directly like a fucking man. That's the problem with Sneeko. He's always doing this goofy little shit where he likes to try to call out the irony and things. When it's call it out, say it. Why is it so hard to speak directly as a man? That's that's just one of his problems. Like, but then he likes to get on a podcast or get in front of a bunch of people, and be a little performative. I'm not gonna say it's all the way performative because it do be real sometimes. But like, come the fuck on, man.
Zero, not one. What did that war do? Destabilize the Middle East, gets rid of Israel's enemies. Now Netanyahu is publicly saying he wants to go into Turkey. Because you asked me why I'm all over X. It's
But you
because
guys, the only things I just talk about is like...
Let me go to my brief real quick.
Are you not able to connect the dots that
I am. But I just
Okay,
don't
maybe it's confusing. Maybe it's confusing. Let me
I'll call you back when you're there.
The anti-Muslim...
Did he say so? Wait, he
say the same thing I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I don't see Christians saying...
Dukes Expressway.
Every knee will bow, every tongue confess.
area near Carson St. Algonquin Dukes Expressway and call you back.
Platform is saying that.
Yay.
I haven't seen this.
I just told you it's on.
Wait, expressway? Oh, okay. So I guess he actually means like over here, over here.
This is a common Christian phrase. You can look it up in your phone.
Bitch, what are you?
This is a very well-known phrase. They will all say this. All Christians know this. My point is, the reason that you get offended and triggered when Muslims say the exact same thing is because of years of propaganda. Muslim hatred is used to justify war. The war on terror, jihadists, Muslim extremists.
No shit.
People say jihadists. They don't even
No
know
shit.
what it is. If I say the word terrorist, immediately an image comes into your mind. You don't even know the definition of terrorism. What is it?
What is the definition
Of terrorism?
Of like the book definition?
What? Yeah. Define
Probably
terror.
like a hate crime. Same type of thing.
No, it's violence for
Same type of thing?
political motives. But when I say the word terrorist, what comes into your brain immediately? Go.
The shooters at the mosque in San Diego.
Nice.
Domestic terrorism. Yeah.
No, good answer.
Yeah. Why? What
Because people don't often think that, and those are terrorists.
Yeah, those are
More
terrorists.
terrorism more. Those guys were Nazi, Mexican, white supremacist cat boys, and their manifesto.
Nazi white supremacist American cat boys.
About Muslims online. People like Laura Loomer Jigsaw. Every day she's saying ban Islam. Ron DeSantis is in Florida parading around. Look, I banned Sharia law.
Listen,
Nobody's trying to bring Sharia law in America.
I've been to Dubai. I've been to Abu Dhabi, probably more than you have, and I have a great time there. I love it there. I have a bunch of Muslim friends. Like, I have no problem.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai are not a representation of Islam.
No, I know, but I mean, I've been to the Middle East. What I'm saying, and I'm saying.
Abu Dhabi.
Well, I mean, let's keep it real. Like,
Neither of you.
changing America will necessarily change the cultural makeup, or like importing a bunch of people who aren't from here, who inherently have like different dispositions ideologically, is going to affect us, especially with a proportion of let's say like whatever Mexican people believe, whatever they believe in. Well, they're the fastest growing minority in the country. There's more Mexican people in the country than there is African American people now.
No, I think you kind of like me.
So then what are you saying that I hate Jews
But
for?
you preach like the majority of your content is anti.
I had to come over here because I don't know where the fuck that is, and I might just have to try and get another. I might have to re-up on the mod. Oh shit,
And he hates Muslims. Before
bitch.
that, he was basically saying that he wanted to wage war on Muslims. He wanted to start a crusade.
For what reason?
I'm not even exaggerating. He's been wanting to say this, like, we need a new crusade. By the end of the debate, he was laughing and he said Salam Alaikum. And he was chuckling at a great time. And he just texted me he wants me to come on the show tomorrow.
Damn, cuz, hop in.
That brings us into endless wars. If we unite, we realize that there's not that many differences. And they try to pin people against
It's a gang attack. We on this
We're
bitch.
always fighting each other and bickering at each other, dividing yourself between left and right. Oh, you're a leftist because you think transgender women's sports, but you hate each other. We're not the issue. Why is a trillionaire from Africa saying that an American citizen should be deported? This is an issue. The largest wealth gap in the history of this country.
So how are you against American values? Like you just said.
American values which freedom of religion. Do you realize that every religion except for Judaism pretty much wants other people to join their religion? Everybody wants to spread the truth that they believe that they have it. Every single one. Because you want what's good for others. I want you to go to heaven. Of course.
So would you tell me like, yo, you should really convert to Islam?
I think you should. Inshallah, you become Muslim too.
But I want you to just do whatever you want, believe in whatever you believe in. Like I don't.
I'm not forcing you to do anything. Why would you not want what's good for someone else?
Why is that good for me? Why is that good for a Christian? Why is that good for everybody else? Why can't they?
Because I don't want you to burn in hellfire for eternity. It's that simple. If you have something good, of course you want to share it. Every religion believes this, except Judaism is a tribal.
Why wouldn't you want what's good for someone else?
They don't spread this way. They're supposed to keep it.
Why wouldn't you want what's good for someone else?
We want goodness for others.
Oh my God, goodness for others.
What was your response?
The schmuckers.
When he said that.
I said, why is this trillionaire African migrant telling an American citizen he should be deported? I was born. Where am I going to go? Also, this guy was in the Epstein list. He was talking about how he was emailing Jeffrey Epstein.
Been saying that, but yeah, he. And
you think I'm a conspiracy theorist?
Or what didn't he say?
They've had back.
No!
He was emailing Epstein saying, "Hey, I'm really stressed out. I want to go to the most wild party. I don't just want to go to a tame thing. I want to pull up to Little St. James and go to the wildest party, allegedly. Because you haven't looked through the Epstein file.
We got to make it back to the crew.
Okay, go to jmail.org. You can go see the entire email.
And but how come that hasn't been posted anywhere.
Of course it has. You just don't look at it. You probably scroll on TikTok all day and look at prize picks. This is stuff that I look at all day long because I care about the truth. I don't want to like put goy slop in my brain and put like gambling ads and happy dad all day. I want to make a change. I want what's good for others.
Take a piss. How long has this been? Sneeko, you're really pissing me off here, bro.
What? You're angry?
Yes.
Don't get triggered. It's kind of woke.
You're too good at deflecting and changing subjects.
He's doing coke in the bathroom, ain't he? Come on.
I just work here.
Alright, can he cut now and we can just talk about other shit?
Cut the...
I thought you said we could do that.
I'm not gonna cut, bro. Keep
Just cut. No, I don't want to do that.
Dude, it is what it is, bro. I told you this is what... This is the agreement if I'm not gonna stream.
Alright, can we take, like a 10-minute? Sure. I'm gonna go next door and get an energy drink. I'm
Alright.
fucking exhausted. Sorry, I'm off the red eye.
You want me to cut on everything? Is it cool if I leave everything rolling, or would you like me to cut? I don't want to record you without you know.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to the bathroom real quick.
Touch on here. Lex Friedman.
Yeah, he's a Mossad spy.
Like time ago, but a lot of your homies also switched up on you. Andrew Tate.
You remember that? I mean, you pressed him on the podcast and people folded. I mean,
I didn't press him. He
Remember that
basically,
podcast tour?
he basically
He
just,
apologized over the song because a song was played that got people upset, and he tried to blame it on me. He said, Sneeko did it, Sneeko played the song. I obviously didn't, I don't have club connections, and he did it to try to cover himself because he has tech teams in Israel. His operation, by his own admission, is run by tech teams in Israel, so it makes sense that he's going to try to put the blame on somebody else. And I took the fall for that, but it is what it is, bro. If people want to switch up for that, that's not me. And whatever you lose by being real was fake. So,
yeah.
alhamdulillah, bro. I gotta those people out.
But who else was there? Fuentes was there. Flav is actually, I've seen recently that he's going to Israel.
Yeah,
is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
To
With him, I told
you called them off stream and told him not to do it?
Yep. I said it's a bad idea. I said it's not good. He knows how I feel about that. I think he disagrees, but they're committing a genocide. It's admitted by the UN right now. They're actively committing one right now. They're sniping kids in the head while they're breastfeeding from their mothers. It's not a place you go to. This is a terrorist state. So, I mean, he's going to do what he's going to do, but I completely condemn that and I'm not happy about it.
I will tell you, because you love to bring up, like, the Netanyahu interview.
Only when you say I'm anti-American or I hate Jews. It's like, I'm not bringing up...
You don't preach a lot of, like, the good stuff or, like, the, like, positives of America. I don't see it that often. I feel like the streams have become very, like, negative and,
nope,
like...
that's not true. I said it, like, 5 times on this podcast. I'm exercising my First Amendment rights to free speech.
That's fine. That's fine. And you're
These are American
allowed
values.
to do that.
Do you want to know what the most
No, but that is an American value. But how can you
Yes,
ever...
it is.
Do you have nothing ever positive to say
Do you know
about
what,
America?
Do you know what the
live? We're in New York.
I do all the time. I love the free speech that we have here. I love our rights. This is these endless wars. That's bad, and I criticize that. The most patriotic thing you could do, what the founding fathers did, is speak up against tyranny, criticize the government. What did they do when the tax collectors came and tried to put a 1% tax on tea? They tar and feathered the messengers and they dumped the boats in the ocean. They started a revolution against the foreign invader that was trying to tax them. Right now we're occupied by a foreign government, so I think it's patriotic to resist. This is what the founding fathers did, and this is the basis of our nation. That's why they fled the oppressive governments in Europe.
Yeah. So outside of the American values, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, what positive things do you have to say about America?
I like the people. I like New York City. I like the diversity. I like the culture.
And
I like the creation. I like that people have dreams here.
I just feel like it's kind of sad too, because like we've known each other for like 6 years, and now it's very hard. But anytime I tell anybody that I'm having you on, people hate me.
Okay.
Because they think you're a terrible person. They're like, yo, maybe they don't see everything you do, but they'll see that one clip.
Well, why do they think that if you are on this podcast saying, it looks like you hate Jews, maybe that's why they're getting those ideas when you're purporting them? Am I a hateful person? No, you yourself think I don't hate you. So don't echo the propaganda that's false.
Also by affiliation of who you affiliate with, like there's a lot of things that you have said, and I don't think that you've, like, even though you did rap to fill-in, didn't you?
No.
Did you rap to fill-in?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure there's a clip of you rapping to fill-in.
Do you want to try to find it again? Because
You've paid thousands to have that deleted.
The internet's forever.
How old do you think your fan base is?
The average age on my YouTube channel, the majority of my viewers are, I think, 25 to 45.
Okay, and there's been like rumors that going back to the two shooters that in San Diego for the mosque, there's been rumors that they were like fans of Fuentes, a bunch of like I don't know if you were mentioned, but other people. Do you think that the kind of stuff that you're preaching can incite violence?
What did I say that would incite violence?
Just constant, like, being pissed off. I can pull up examples of this.
No,
yeah, just, like, hating on
this is what I'll say. Wait a minute. This is what I'll say, because I think this is bullshit. I think that's why I think Steiny is a fucking faggot. I'm sorry for saying that. Sorry, YouTube. I love Jews, though. I love Jews. I love Jewish people. And Israel. Israel is great. Israel is the greatest country on the face of the planet. It's better than America. But Steiny is a pussy, and Sneeko, I think that's correct. The only people that would be incited by what Sneeko said are people on the other side of the aisle. So it's going to be Christians and probably white nationalists, probably like his famed his white nationalist friends that he tries to associate with, like Myron. Well, not as nearly as much as Myron does, but it's like you don't get to sit there and shake hands with those people and talk about how they've got some good points and keep it neutral with them when they say something that's obviously that is a remark against the humanity of other people, instead of and I like how they always go to the claim that it's not that they're racist or anything. It's not that they're bigoted or anything. It's not that they're biased or anything. Well, they're biased, but they're only biased for their own people, and they just want what's best for their own people. And it's like, but their relationship and the proximity to people who want to do great bodily harm to non-white people is very, very, very substantial. Like the proportion of people that actually want, and I'm not saying it's everybody, some guys just want to return to the land. As that, I can't remember what that other guy's name is, but shout out to him, because at the very least he's one of the few guys that is able to truly, he did what he said he was going to do, and he's truly able to articulate his point and substantiate his claims about like the truism of America being like being brown. That's me coining my own phraseology, but like America, the browning of America, and them trying to cleanse away white people, and it's technically, it's like, well, that kind of is the case. You know what I'm saying? But technically, that would be an eventuality of all people for the most part, generally speaking. Like there would be some sort of homogenous groups of whites, blacks, Asians, Hispanics, Indians, Native Americans, although by there'll be very, very few, but it's just like it's just a reality that we would come to. There was an eventuality that we would all kind of like end up eventually mixing races, maybe not necessarily just in America, but in totality. And it's like, I think that's kind of like a crazy spiel that he was going on over there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to play the shit. That was crazy though. I can't believe you actually saw that.
What happens if I
You
join?
don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know that I'm back on YouTube. You don't watch my streams. You didn't
Yeah, right.
I just watched it.
You didn't. I've been
You
back
and Alex were laughing, and he said some crazy stuff.
I just
about
told you, right? Because you saw a clip when you stopped the podcast and walked away for a second. You just said yourself you didn't even know that I've been back on YouTube for a year. How do you know?
I didn't know that you were uploading again.
So then how do you know my content? How are you going to get...
You're all over X.
Okay, then you're seeing clips that are clearly curated by people that don't like me when the CEO of that website just calls for my deportation. You don't watch my content. You see the selective clips from people that are rage baiting constantly.
Yeah.
Watch the actual streams and you'll see what I'm about.
I'm just trying to also figure out like what's real and what's not. Because he did recently say like,
why don't you ask me? I'm right here, right now.
Oh, I'm getting married.
In that clip, I said, people only read captions right now and they don't even see information. This is what's brainwashing people. In that clip, to prove a point that people will now download information and they're so easily brainwashed that they will read a caption before even seeing the clip and form an opinion. That's the problem right now. If you actually want to find out what I'm about, watch my streams.
But you know willingly that clip's gonna go viral.
Yes, because people are so easy to brainwash, and that's the issue I'm
So do you
exposing.
think that it's a problem that when you say something like that, you might say something else, right? That you may not believe in, that goes super viral, but can have a serious effect on people?
Like what?
I'm just saying hypothetically, like other stuff that may be more aggressive, not about love, like shit that you say